Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gibbo the Shaman, and today we're talking about the Sun in the 5th house for Aries Ascendant, which is in Leo. So Sun is in the 5th house in Leo for the Aries Ascendant. So before we get into that, if you would all please go to my website, go gibbotheshaman.com, and you can book your readings there, your astrology readings, and if you want a consultation one-on-one with me, then you can also book that there. Yeah, I have a bunch of products and services like you can see up here. I have self-transformation challenge and the cosmic qigong course, as well as all these other services up here. So yeah, good stuff. And so yeah, go check that out and we'll get into it. So today we're talking about Sun in Leo in the 5th house. So in order to get into this stuff, we need to understand what each of these means. So what is the Sun? The Sun is the soul, the ego, royalty, authority, father, play, fun, joy. The Sun, there's something about the Sun that singes anywhere that it is or it looks. So wherever the Sun is, that house and that sign will be singed, kind of. So and I'll explain what that means in a little bit. That it's singed just means that there's a little bit of like uncomfortability in that area, or like that there's too much of something, or that something has hurt you in that area before. So what is the 5th house and Leo? So the 5th house is your education. The 5th house pertains to mantras. The 5th house pertains to education, learning. This is mainly childhood education, but yeah, it can be higher learning as well. 9th house we would think of as more higher learning education. 5th house is like fun, joy, playfulness, playing like games or board games or things like that. And yeah, I mean, it's also relating to dating as well. The 5th house definitely relates to dating and sex life and those kinds of things. Alright, so then we have Leo, the sign of Leo. So Leo is all about government, authority, royalty. It's about also fun and play and those kinds of things, and recreational activities, sports, things like that. Also creative expression. Both the Sun and Leo definitely deal with creative expression. So with the Sun here, this means that your 5th house is elevated, or gives more focus on the 5th house. And the sign of Leo, of course, all that stuff together. And with the Sun here, it kind of seems like you can't have fun. It kind of seems like, there's maybe a duty to work harder, or to do more in life than just have fun. Like just like having, like, almost like a guilt for having fun. Like sitting around watching TV or watching Netflix or whatever, that could seem like a massive waste of time, or like you're not doing the right thing. I know some people who are very much addicted to work, and so they neglect their fun time. Something along those lines, as well as dating life and children. Also, fifth house pertains to also children and dating, if I didn't mention that before. With dating, you could it could seem like your dates are kind of authority figures, or things like that. You might date your boss or things like that. You might date, yeah, a supervisor, a government figure, something like that. And so there could be there could be problems of like who's leading in that relationship, kind of thing. And then, of course, for your children, sun being there, this could pose an issue with spanking, with like being overly authoritarian. Your children might see that as like a bad thing, being too strict, being too controlling, authoritarian, things like that. And so this could leave a bad mark on that, because basically kids want to be kids. They don't, there's always balance in everything. So sometimes kids need to learn, how to be disciplined and focused, and sometimes they just need to learn how to relax and have fun. So there's different, there's balance in everything. So yeah, and then also with this position, the sun is looking from the 5th house. The sun is looking at the 11th house. So, that could be a good thing, actually. Sun is exalted in your ascendant. So when we take it to the 11th house, when it's looking at the 11th house, it wants to give you, your income, your prosperity, wealth, things like that. And so with the sun looking at the 11th house, there could be there could be, you could be actually a leader of groups of people, like organizations. You could be a leader of some type of like humanitarian movement, or things like that. And because what is the 11th house? It's network groups, it's organizations, it's friend groups, it is social groups, social clubs, things like that. So this kind of tells me that you're going to be a leader of some kind of organization or social group or club or something like that. And, with the sun aspecting that house. So, that's a good thing that, Aries is all about leadership and authority and things like that. So, yeah. As for children, that's, I feel like it is good, because at least you don't have the sun in the 4th house. So, I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad placement at all. It's just kind of one of those that is a little bit damaging to your fun and your home life and fun and things like that. So might be an overworker, might be an overachiever, things like that. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, guys. Looking at my time, I'll leave it there. And if you want a Vedic Astrology reading from me, then you can go to gabogoshaman.com and purchase a reading. If you want a 1-hour consultation with me, then you can go ahead and purchase the consultation. So with that, I will end there. And of course, I have my other courses, 12-Step Codependence Recovery Program, and my Qigong programs, and things like that. Cosmic Qigong is a really good program. If you're like wondering what Qigong is all about and things like that, because I've learned it from someone who has special knowledge and ability in Qigong. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I will leave it there. So take care, and we will see you next time. Peace.